How you doing, Ro?
I'm good. What do I know about production?
Well, no, I think that everybody can have an opinion, and it's like
Sure.
a criticism. Yeah, but I feel like some people it's like exempt from it for some reason. Like
Hmm.
when you get to a certain level, like all right,
No, he's
for
right.
example, like the way that people speak on Michael Jordan versus LeBron James,
Oh,
it's completely different.
LeBron
Think about it like
James.
this: you can relate it
LeBron
back.
James. I'm sorry.
You're so funny.
You
You
can
want Sprite
relate it
cranberry?
back to the music. You can relate it back to the music though too, because if you think about it, like no one's ever talking shit about Beethoven, but he is one of the most.
Oh, Beethoven's trash.
But he's one of the most successful composers in the entire world to write music, and he was deaf. So it's
Yeah.
like people are like, you can't. When's the last time you heard someone say Beethoven sucked? I like Beethoven, but it's like
Yeah.
I just heard it.
you know, it's crazy. No, that's,
but I don't know that.
But everybody in the world to this day, even though that he was born in like the 1900s or whatever the hell it was, you can name one of the symphonies still, three of the symphonies.
That's true. Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree
but-
with you.
but
he was
we-
impactful, right?
But no,
Imagine if you took
Eh.
Beethoven to a Michael Jackson, like if you went through the timeline, if you took Michael Jackson or you took Beethoven to a Michael Jackson concert, and then you're like, all right, that's Michael Jackson. Let me take you to a Boosie concert. You take him to a Boosie concert, and then after that, you're like, all right, hold on. Now we're gonna go see Subtronics, and you take him to Subtronics to an EDM show.
Yeah.
His mind would be fucking blown, and he's still deaf. Remember that. He was a composer of music,
His
and
mind's
the
still
likeliness,
blown.
or in the likeliness of how big everything was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for him to experience and see something like that would be mind-boggling for anybody from 2026 behind us.
I agree with you.
yeah, but back to what we're 3 and 1340. It's your boy Spider Crazy 8, the craziest show on radio. I'm here with Ro. Ro, how you doing today?
I'm good. You had a busy weekend, right?
Yes,
As usual.
yes.
You
Hey,
have
so
weekends off.
no, I have the weeks off though currently.
Okay.
So I'm me and you kind of like doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Twinning. Man, so shout out to everybody that's been checking out the show. I usually say this at the end of every show where I tell people if you got a problem with anything I say, come to the comments and check me, feel how you feel. I actually had a guy who actually told me that he was listening to the radio. Shout out T-Top.
Shout out.
T-Top said, "Damn man, I was listening to you and Ro talking, man. I heard what you were saying, and he started coming at me. So he wanted to smoke.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out T-Top though. He got a new song that's out. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. And
Thanks for listening, T-Top.
T-Top does something real cool, man, where he supports his son rap career. And I think that's super dope. And even in the conversation that we were having, he was saying how much he let me and him we was having our things back and forth or whatnot. He did take the time to do that, and I respect that a lot.
It's
Shout out to
real
T-Top,
nice.
man. Shout. Now let's get to it, man. Bro, how
We're
was?
out in the studio today.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, man? What's up?
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan the Barber, your favorite Micronesian barber and barbershop owner, and we're up here at Kiss 105.3 with my man SPIDA. And I'll let the other guys introduce themselves if that's cool too.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, guys. My name is Xorexii. You guys probably see me like literally all over the states. But I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere. So, but I'm glad to be here. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you guys for having me here today.
Go ahead. he's got to make his way over here.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is AyePcuts. I'm a barber at Tip Off Barbershop. Started in Springdale, and I'm based out of Springdale. So if y'all ever in town, let's stop by, show some love.
Nice.
Man, really glad to have you guys here. So I'm gonna get straight into it, bro. May Day is that what it's called in Springdale? All right. So I seen you guys first ever, seeing content creators that big and doing things in Springdale. When I first moved here from Mississippi, it was Springdale. Springdale has a special place in my heart for sure. I just locked in with George Junior High, and we're gonna be teaching hip hop there for the after school program. So it seems like everything is coming back to Springdale. So I wanted to highlight everything that's going on there. How long have you guys been in Springdale?
I guess I'll go first. I've been here since January, so I'm still new here.
Okay.
I came all over the place. I just moved from Seattle,
Okay.
and moving here is like a new transition. So like it's a like a slower vibe, but it's different.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I used to work at the Tacoma Mall.
Oh yeah, I know
It was
exactly
called
what it is.
Just Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I moved back out here in. You want me to get closer on that?
Yes, sir.
I moved back out here in 2016, and I lived in Rogers when I first moved here. I really never lived in Springdale, but I opened up a barber shop in Springdale in 2023, and just kind of got used to the community there. There is a big Islander community. You know,
Yes.
as far as you talking about May Day, the Marshallese people really organize that entire event. So having to be around that and knowing that I planted my business in Springdale, it really lets me know how saturated it is with the Micronesian community. So being out here just kind of lets me connect with my people more.
Okay.
So basically, man, I'm born and raised here. So I was born back home.
Let's go. Hold on. Clap it up. Born and raised here, bro. What y'all talking about, man? Go ahead.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Technically, I was born back home
Yeah.
at Marshall Islands, so I'm Marshallese.
Okay. Respect.
And I moved here when I was about years old. You know, I was about a year, moved here. So basically, I've been here for 22 years. So it's basically all my life.
All your
so basically,
life.
Springdale is home. Basically, NWA is home.
NWA.
And man, I want to be one. You know, I want to be nowhere else. You know.
Yeah. See that, man? You know, I wouldn't want to be from anywhere else but Springdale. Hey, man, one more time, clap it up for me. All right. So I feel like we all love. You got to get to love Springdale like how we do. You know what I'm saying? But it's an amazing place. So I wanted to get into this. Let's jump into this real quick because you say it's Marshallese, it's different islanders. Okay.
Yeah.
Could you explain like the different ones like in the islands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and just kind of explain that a little bit. So,
You good?
Yeah, just put that anywhere.
all right. So Micronesia is actually a country, and there is 4 states that are kind of separated within that country.
Okay.
So there's Pohnpei, Chuk, Krashai, and Yap.
Okay.
Okay. And the Marshall Islands was a part of the Micronesian country up till I want to say the 70s. Until the 70s where they became independent. So technically, you'll hear from some Marshallese people say they're not from Micronesia, but they are Micronesian.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, the May Day event that was coordinated was by the Marshallese community, but me and Rexi are not Marshallese.
Gotcha.
But my boy AP is.
Shout out
So
to AP,
we
man.
thought, we thought bringing AP, he'd kind of be the voice for the Marshallese people as well.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
Actually, so I used to work for a nonprofit in Springdale called Inform, and we put on Fashion Week every year, and we had Marshallese designers and Marshallese models. So for people who don't know why there is a large population of Marshallese people in Springdale, can you go into that? Because what I was told is that basically the U.S. messed up and used the Marshall Islands for a testing facility and basically ruined it. And so now Marshallese people are here. So is that kind of the gist of it, or like what would you say?
Yeah. So really, we got our opportunities here basically out of the circumstances that happened back in the day. So basically, we're our own. We're our. So basically, like May Day, that signifies our independency. So that's why it's a big thing for us. So usually it's May 1st, but we just celebrate it around like Memorial Day, you know,
Right.
Memorial Weekend, just to have more time, and just to have more time because we celebrate by having parades, like a big old festival, and really just for everyone to come together. Unity is a big thing for us. So we're really unity based, and really, that weekend it really spotlights that for us.
Yeah. Do you still do stroll the atolls?
Yes, we do. So we still do that. Like, so we have many events that we do. Stroll the atolls and May Day. I believe they're 2 different things, but same thing. It signifies,
Unity.
right? Exactly.
And so what are you?
So I'm Guinevere.
Okay. Let me ask you this before you get into it, man. Are you guys did you guys move on the same circumstances as the Marshallese?
No.
Yeah, you're just
had their own reasons.
okay.
For me, it was like I was like the second generation of my family.
Okay.
To come out here. Really, my parents moved out here first for a better education, for business, and we were just running along the journey. So
Yeah, just for better
for
opportunity.
better opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? Your.
Yeah, so I moved out here for exactly the same reason that
Okay.
Rexy kind of came out here. A lot of us was just coming out here for better jobs, better education. So not saying that our place didn't. It was just kind of limited, you know. Being on a small island, not so many opportunities are kind of given. But you know, one thing I do want to mention, you know, coming from a small island, a lot of us got big dreams. So
That's
that's
amazing.
that's kind of like why we're here.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. No, that a great history lesson. I know a lot of our listeners don't know this. I didn't know it. So that's amazing. Let's get into the content creating that you guys are doing and going live and things like that. Now, and the support that you're getting from it. What drives you guys to doing that, and when did it start for you?
Really, for me, it took me a while. Like, I mean, I remember when I first started making content. I only had like 300 followers, and
That's still pretty good.
yeah, I had 300 followers, and I was like, you know what? I started doing art for my city. At the time, I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I got introduced into doing like local community artwork, and I started building a follower base among the community. So from then, I was like, you know, this could be something big. You know, I could grow from this. So I started setting goals for myself. Like most people don't know, like I actually put a spreadsheet for my goals. All right. So
No, this is I
no,
love
for real,
this.
like so my first year I gained like 1,500 followers, and then
Okay.
I was like, you know what, let me double it, see if I can get 5K followers.
Right.
And from then I went from 7K, and I was like, you know what, this is beyond what I thought it would be.
Yes.
And from then, like the community, because at the beginning, no one really supported me. No one, look, everyone didn't even know who Rexy was. I
Yes.
didn't know what Rexy was.
Right.
I thought Rexy was. I said, from today, I'm gonna be Rexy.
You're gonna be Rexy.
I'm gonna be Rexy.
Shout out Rexy, man.
Well, it didn't hit me until people start coming up to me and they're like, you know what? What's up, Rexy? When
Yeah.
they start acknowledging me by Rexy,
Oh, yeah, that's dope. This is
man,
dope.
that feeling's like, I can't.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Big dog Rex, man. Nah, so what were some of the things that you found that was what was holding you back from the beginning? Did you feel like it wasn't gonna get accepted or received
Yeah,
well?
so, really, I thought I didn't have that many support, especially among my family members.
Okay.
I thought like my inner circle was what helped me. That's my family, my friends, and their opinions of me was like, you know, that's not you. That's not who you are.
It's really important that you say that
It is.
because I think people think that's just a cultural thing for their culture. Like we all experience that. You know, I know it's a big thing in the black community where it feel like people not going to support us. We don't support our people, but that's everywhere. That's in everything.
Yeah.
So it's super dope that you say that, bro. For real, man.
Yeah, you know, what's crazy is like people outside of my immediate family is who really supports me.
Exactly.
Yes.
My outer circle,
Same.
strangers will
Yeah.
support me out of nowhere. And
Same
that's just
talk.
like I just go to Walmart and people just come up to me, Roxanne,
Nah,
can
man.
I take a picture with you? I'm just like,
Man,
you know, low count like,
yeah, go ahead, bro. And just understand that, bro. That's work. That's because of the work that you're putting in, and how much you really care about it. Me and my guy Darren was talking this morning. It was like, bro, if you really want this, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things that people think it sounds cliche, whatever. Working hard and just really believing that you do, keep telling yourself like you say you was doing, bro. That's how you get there, man.
And shout out to you for not letting your family, disrupt your plans. A lot of times they like to criticize things that they've never done.
Yes.
Amen.
And they're like, how you
Amen.
gonna tell me when you do it? So it speaks to you to the fact that you're like, okay, that's cool.
with Micronesians.
Yeah.
And Ryan brought up the best way to explain like how family wants you to be a certain way instead of going out to go to school and better your life. I don't know. You said it best.
The small
you remember
island
what
thing.
you were talking about, bro?
Yeah. I mean, as far as like just getting into content creating and just to pivot off of what he was saying, I feel like a lot of times us Micronesians, box ourselves in because of the cultural background that we come from. I think there's a lot of honor to be mentioned in the Micronesian community. There, we have to give all the respect and kind of act humble about everything that we do. But when you know get into content creating, like how Rexy was saying, like he wanted to be Rexy. I wanted to be Ryan the barber.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wanted to be somebody who was not boxed in and that could get out of his comfort zone, pop out the camera, and just really just have the courage and confidence to walk in those rooms and speak when I can. But I feel like a lot of the things that really held us back from doing all that was honestly culture and tradition, really.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that a lot of us need to be, I don't know, guided on how to handle it when opportunities are given to us. I feel like a lot of us can't really chase our dreams because we have to support our family. And not saying that
There's something wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with supporting our family, but I think just taking a step away from your family and going and chasing your dreams.
Going your own way.
Yeah, and it might seem selfish, but at the end of the day, how can we help our people when we can't help ourselves?
Yes.
You know?
Also, I think like to your culture and the credit of your culture, outsiders have not exactly been, kind,
Yeah.
right? Like they're taking your culture, they're taking your home to where you would have to come here. So maybe a lot of it is like trust, and they're scared for you because they care about you, and they don't want another outside influence or a culture to take that away from them, because so much has already been taken from you already.
Yes.
So like from like an old head, I guess, perspective, I kind of see why they may be scared. Like when you say you're gonna do something different that they haven't seen or haven't done before, it's like the last time we did something different, the U.S. military straight up destroyed our homeland. So I think maybe that has a little bit to do with it, and I don't blame them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying, I think that exists in every culture in some type of way.
Black
maybe,
people, like
yeah,
we have a mistrust for
yes,
certain people.
I think mostly is like it just comes down to pride. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
our parents have so much pride that they think about. It's not that they think about themselves, but like they hold such a high standard that we have to act a certain way, and if we step out of that boundary, it's like you're disowning or
Yeah, you're disrespecting. Yeah.
Man. No, that's very interesting. Look, we're gonna go to this commercial break because I wanna talk to you guys about what you're doing actively in. Because I think you do tattoos, right?
I do tattoos.
And you cut hair,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All right,
I
so
have a question.
wait a minute, Toasty. Toasty got a question, y'all. We're gonna let Toasty answer his question first when we come back from this commercial break. Yeah, that's right. We're going to a commercial break.
That's cool.
On Kiss 105.3 and 1340. That was all right. Kiss 105.3 and 1340. We are back and back. I mean, you know when the radio go off, we get talking crazy up here. Before we left, Toasty was trying to stop us from taking a commercial break. Like, we weren't just talking. So we're gonna let Toasty ask his question. Look, like this is completely off the script. So if y'all hear something Toasty say y'all don't like, don't hit me up about that one, right? Tell us what's up, Toasty.
So since you guys are all from relatively the same area, are you guys the first influencers that are getting traction and being famous, or is it something that they've never seen before? So are you the first one, or are there other people that are famous like y'all from the islands, or?
All right, before y'all answer that, take the mic away before he mess up the question. Like it's a good question. Like so let's leave it right there. Toast. Yeah, clap breath for Toast. We'll get a better idea. Watch you clap. Nah, that was a really good question, man. You guys can answer that.
All right. You wanna go first? Or?
You can go first. Yeah.
Okay. Before I start, what was the question? So.
Are there other famous people from the islands, or are you guys the first getting traction?
I'll say from our island there are bigger, like we do have like certain celebrities. We do have players in the NFL. We do have players that been on like movie roles. But as far as like smaller islands, like where we come from, and really, we're like pioneering this.
Right.
Like
That's what what I figured.
We're
In the
kind of
content creation
in
space.
the content creation space. I mean, there's others out there. I'm not just saying it's just us three in this circle, but among like our own people, yeah.
So you know all the other content creators here as well that live here in like the state in Springdale and Fayetteville and stuff too. Like
I know a couple, but they're not Micronesian or anything like that.
oh, okay. So like the only one that I know that was claiming that was
Remember, you guys speaking to all night.
no. The only person I remember that was claiming from the islands that I've met throughout the years of content creating here was C9.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only one that I had met, but he represented the same thing that you guys were doing pretty well as well. Community guy, loved his people, took care of the people, that type of thing. So, it's actually super dope to see that there's multiple different islanders from different places here that are making some stuff happen.
Man, it's so big. It's so big for this community for you guys to be doing that, and because and that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to get you guys here. Because the spotlight, it ain't, when you get on social media, whether you see people with hundreds of thousands of followers, you don't really see like a big diversity. You see a lot of, you can see a lot a black person or a white person. You see a lot of that. So like to see you guys doing it and getting the numbers right here in this area, it's way bigger than you guys think. Like it's huge. It's huge. And like Toasted said, the one of the only ones that we were seeing doing it and was C9, and he was leading it. I remember linking with C9 and taking him to Atlanta and how big of a deal it was. He had actually like got me on an email with like a president in the Marshall Islands or something like that. Like I don't know what it was, but it was a really big deal for him to be coming to the radio station and all of that, man. So y'all, it like Tocha said, it's a really, really, really big deal, bro. Really big. Yeah.
Y'all doing your thing. We really proud of y'all.
Okay, so let's get into this, man. So you're a barber, right? Let's talk about being a barber and what's going on with your business, everything, the location and everything like that. Let's shine a light on that.
Yeah. So again, my name is Ryan, and I currently own and operate 2 barbershops. I got a private suite in Rogers, Arkansas, and then I got a bigger location in Springdale where I house barbers and tattoo artists there. So, um, I honestly didn't think I'd get into owning a business. I just thought I'd be behind the chair and just be a barber. But the opportunity of being an owner presented itself to me. So at the time, there actually wasn't any Micronesian barbershop owners that I knew. And again, to kind of pivot off of Rexy said, it was me kind of pioneering that as well.
Yes.
So I wanted to prove like, yo, if I could do it, the person watching me could do it.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully everybody on my team that's coming along my journey, that influence is so strong that it helps them encourage the next person. Like, yo, chase your dreams too. Go out there and do what you need to do.
What were some of the trials, complications on getting to be in this position that you are right now? Did you face anything that you would like to share that for someone that's like yourself may go through, something that you can have prepare them for, that you face that you didn't think that anybody else will face besides you?
Man, like anything that you decide to do with your life, whether you're chasing a big dream, you're always gonna face adversity, And I think the biggest challenge that I had to face was really getting out my comfort zone. There was just a lot of things that I wasn't familiar with doing, like having to go and apply for barber college myself, having to go and do all these licenses, do a business license, like learning what an LLC is. In barber college, they honestly only teach you how to cut hair, but they don't teach you how to be a business.
Gotcha.
And that was like the biggest challenge that I faced. I felt like I was all alone, and being a pioneer in my family, in my community.
Yes.
There were people who I probably could have reached out to, but at the time they were just too far for me to reach out to.
Gotcha.
And I would honestly say maybe a little bit of my pride was like, I'm gonna figure it out on my own,
Yes.
So I think it was just getting out my comfort zone and just learning and unlearning certain things.
Gotcha. AP, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, let's talk, man. So how long have you been cutting hair?
So, man, I've been cutting since I was 16.
Okay.
Coming up on 7 years.
Did you go to Springdale High?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Springdale.
Do you know Big Low?
Big Low?
Contreras? You don't know Low.
If I see your face, I probably do.
He made the Bulldog song to everybody.
Oh, yeah. I think he's a little older than I am, so
Yeah,
I wasn't really in his crowd. But I've
yes.
seen him on social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, he be with the basketball team a lot, man. So yeah, so you've been cutting since you were 16.
You know this guy?
Yeah. He had a song, right? Spring song.
He wrote the Springdale song. That's Big Low, man. And so, what are some things that you had to go through to get to where you're at right now?
So I've been cutting for 7 years since I was 16, and man, the biggest thing I would say is really just trying to learn. So I started, and when I started, I feel like the only way you had to learn was from people that you trust, and it was just really just YouTube.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm at tip off right now is actually because of this guy, Ryan. He was my barber growing up, and he cut my hair.
Okay.
So when I was trying to, explore options, revenue, because at first I was trying to get, like a quick buck.
Right.
Man, Ryan really poured into me. He taught me how to cut with my shears, how to fade. Really,
Oh.
really just more than YouTube. And
Yeah.
I told him, hey man, I'm come work at your shop.
That's what's
When
up,
I got my
man.
license.
That's what's up.
And and word is bond. You got me man of your word.
Mhm.
Went around. I don't know how things would have turned out, but I knew that I had to go there.
He-
And then from there, like 3-4 years now,
Yes,
coming
sir.
up on, I've been with this guy, and man, I want to be,
And
that's
then-
where I'm at.
Man, so you're a true testimony of what Ryan said. He wanted to be the pioneer, and he's putting people on, man. So that's great, man. Y'all clap it up for
Yeah.
Ryan, man. Ryan, where's your shop located in Springdale? I know you say you have one in Rogers, and the private suite is in Rogers. And what's the location of the Springdale location?
So the Springdale location is 1748 West Sunset Avenue, Suite B.
Okay.
So y'all catch us there. Sunset.
I went to this. It's super decked out. They was playing a bunch of throwback hip hops. I just wanted to sit around and chill, man. Just have barbershop talk with everybody in there. The staff is cool. I actually ran into one of the staff. I think he works at AutoZone or right up the street or something like that. Yeah, I saw him, man. Everybody's always super cool, bro. Dope vibes. I love what you set up over there.
I do want to mention something as well. The person that you met, he's one of our newest barbers, and he's also getting into content creating. And we were just bragging about him earlier, how his view count is going up and his traction is coming to the shop. And I want to also just shout out Rexy, because he's kind of like the big influence for getting out of our comfort zone and just getting in front of the camera and recording. So hey, I just want to shout out Rexy for that.
Rexy!
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I swear, I just gotta make that quick shout out to Rexy. He's definitely been pouring in since he came in from Seattle. So like, it's been dope, man. This is what the shop is about. We're all about team, and we're all about family. So if you've been to the shop and you felt the vibe, you understand what we're about.
Absolutely, bro. And let's pivot over here to Rex, man. Because Rex is tatted up. He got all the tats on him, and you know what I'm saying. I've been watching your content. I seen your price sheets. You know what I'm saying. I seen your price sheets. It scared me a little bit, but they look like that.
Did you
So
do your own tattoo?
Only my finger tattoo.
okay.
So before I even started tattooing, I was like, if I'm gonna commit to it,
You gotta do your own stuff.
do myself first.
Wow.
So I know how it feels.
Okay, let's talk about being a tattoo artist. Because you know Sam, we lost in ink, man. We've been talking to quite a few tattoo artists. How did you get into being a tattoo artist?
Okay, so my story's pretty dark. So like,
Okay.
camera towards me, look at me.
Get in his face,
Oh,
man.
right,
Get
you
it
guys
all
ready
in his.
for it, or you wanna like go a commercial break?
We got a couple minutes, so it's short.
Okay, so story wise, really, I was at a point in my life where I lost my shop, my first shop.
Okay.
I lost my family. I lost everything.
Okay.
So I was working for a company I didn't like working for. This company was actually one of the highest paying jobs I was getting at the time. But I hated the job.
Right.
I hated the job. And like, I was in Kansas City at the time, vacation. I took 4 weeks out. And I had a call, picked my phone up, and they were like, hey, we got your message, you still want to do tattoos? What you trying to do? You trying to be an artist, or what you trying to do? And that was my mentor. If you look him up, his name is Shark of the Pacific. That's a big fan of race too. But he shoot at me that message. I was like, yeah, I'm still down. He's like, cool, show up tomorrow. And I was like, in Washington, in Seattle? He's like, yeah. I was like, dang. The only problem is I'm in Kansas City. And he's like, if you're really serious about it, pull up. So I had a dilemma. The very next day, I had to go to work. I had to go back to work. Or lose that job, lose everything I made from that job, to start all over again in a whole different city. Listen, I don't got no family in Seattle, no friends, no place to stay. So the very next day, I got in the car and I drove all the way. I only had $300 $300 left in my pocket. And I burned it, the hotel room. First hotel I got there. It's expensive out there, bro.
Yeah.
So burned it all there, and I was like, you know what? I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, I'm gonna figure it out. So really, when you talk about like my community is about the people who actually follow me is who you are, or your setbacks don't define you.
Yes.
Right? It's how you come back and grow from it.
Yes.
How you recover it and build yourself up. That's who my community is. So like my story, whenever someone comes up to me and they tell me about themselves during a tattoo session, like, I can relate to them. I can tell them like the stories that goes onto their arm. So like, yeah, I do tribals, but it's not just like random lines, random patterns. Every motif, flow has a meaning, and that story is what I give to everyone that walks and sits in my chair. But other than that, man, like, man, I'm just happy to be here.
Bro, man, hey, send me that clip. That's a movie clip, baby. We going Hollywood with that one, bro. We going, nah, bro. I felt that, man. Hey, man, congratulations, bro. And those are stories that make the best people in the world, bro. And so as far as like tattooing right now, man, everything is going pretty good with it here. You liking it?
It's better than I thought. Like,
okay.
Really, I came here. I had no clientele. And the moment I came here, the community was just like, "Oh, you're here in our city," and how the algorithm is pushing our content out and showing ourselves to everyone here. It's been a blessing. Like everyone's just like helping me consistent.
Bro, man, yeah, clap it up again, bro. Man, this has been one of the most heartfelt, interviews that we had. I've been feeling I'm just so happy for y'all, man. I'm really happy for you guys
My heart is happy.
and what you guys going on, man. All right, so look, we gotta get out of here, but I want you guys to keep everything going. I want you to keep building. I want to keep collaborating. I want to keep working with you guys.
Wait, I have one more question.
No, you can't. You said he just messed up my outro. I mean, I'm like Drake right now. I'm finna go. You know what I'm
One more
saying?
question.
Man, you can ask that later.
Ready for AP though?
Okay. All right. Y'all want one more question from Toasted?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. One more Toasted from step and approach on the question when the conversation is already good. He's just finna completely.
Listen, I don't get into any of this. When they beef, I don't.
It's no.
I know my place.
It's chicken,
I'm just
dog.
gonna
It's
keep
chicken.
my mouth shut. You know what
Who's
I mean?
beefing?
It's chicken.
When they start,
That's a
start.
free clip for the day. So, do you like SpongeBob?
What?
Yeah.
That was the question?
No, I know where he's going with this.
No, so it's like
I
that
know
was
you
my
mean.
favorite show growing up, and I did a bunch of research. One of the islands, SpongeBob is based off one of the islands they got taken care of in a wrong way.
Right.
And that's how it was brought up. And so, like, do you ever feel some type of way from seeing that being a very successful brand?
Honestly, man, what's it called? When I was a kid and watching it, I had no idea either,
Yeah.
And I had to be, I had to do my own research, and I had to be told. And honestly, man, like, despite the stuff that our ancestors and our people have gone through, I feel like, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
You got to see the light, even at the darkest times,
I've always wanted to ask this question without being disrespectful, so thank you for.
Yes, sir. So I feel like, man, that's a good question. And honestly, for me personally, I feel like it's okay because, the show, it's done, it was very successful,
Yeah.
but it also shined light at our people as well.
Yeah.
So
that dude was a marine biologist, and he based off of like his whole show off of the first 3 seasons of my, I'm gonna say like real stuff. He was a marine biologist. Like he didn't even want a Nickelodeon TV show. So for him to, plant seeds like that is kind of crazy because it made me resonate with the Marshallese people more.
right.
Because of having seen something that was created in their kind of like their image, but So yeah, again, thank you for letting me ask that
So
question.
I appreciate you, man.
Toasted is 2 for 2 for that. 2 for 2 for toasted.
Great job,
What
Toasted.
what do we call them? Sweet toasted.
Sweet toasted. Yeah. Sweet toasted. When he does something sweet, he's sweet toasted. He's
Okay.
like a Sour Patch Kid, but
Oh,
for
cinnamon
toast.
toast crunch. Yeah. Shout out to Toasted, man. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, man. Before you guys leave, like I said, let's keep building, let's keep collaborating. Let the people know where they can follow you at, and yeah, everybody give their Instagram ads where you're doing content and anything that's coming up soon that you want to promote.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and all social media platforms, really, at Xorexii. And anything big that's coming up, I'll just say, catch me in Hawaii. See you guys soon.
Oh, okay.
Again, Ryan the Barber and Ryan Manuel is what you can find me on. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So something big that I got coming up is I'll be making a big trip to Toronto for a big barber expo at the end of this month. And again, I'm also creating a new series on my content of posting every day of becoming a full-time content creator. So y'all keep posted on that as well.
You say we going to Toronto.
I knew it was coming.
So this is AP. My Instagram handle is AyePcuts. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And one big thing I got coming up this year is I plan to open a shop.
Oh,
And it's a spotlight, you know, a place in the community for, you know, for the youth, for anyone that wants to come and chill. But really is to really show out for my people, you know. So there's a lot of, you know, Micronesian, you know, owners of, you know, of many businesses, you know. But here I want to show that Marshall people can own too. You know what I mean? I want to show out for my people and just have a safe space, not only for my people, for anybody, you know, that walks into the doors.
man.
So that's something to look forward to, and you know, shout out to my people.
Man, look, like I said, bro, y'all keep me updated. Follow me, DM me on everything that y'all got going on that's big. I'm gonna make sure I share it, highlight everything that you guys got going on, man. We appreciate everything you guys do for the Northwest Arkansas community. And hey, so if y'all need anything from them, y'all make sure y'all follow them. I get haircuts for half off. All my tattoos are free. Don't go to their shops.
No, he needs that
I-
numbing gel.
it
That's
do-
what he needs, the numbing gel.
I definitely, I'm gonna get the rubbing cream. Where I'm put me to sleep when y'all do it. And don't go asking for the SPIDA Crazy 8 discount. That's all I gotta say, man. Ro, you got anything crazy going on this weekend?
No.
What's up?
Word finds.
Word finds. Oh my
and
god.
True crime documentaries. That's it.
All right, guys, man. Until next time, y'all make sure y'all check in with the Crazy Show. We're gonna have some content from this released real soon, man. We appreciate everybody checking in. I'm SPIDA. I'm out.
Wheels on these.
Yeah. We're gonna pause and cut it so it's gonna sound like it comes straight in.
I got you. No, I'm gonna leave it in.
Just catch you the roller, the behind the scenes.